Okay, welcome back to my channel. As a series of videos, I have been presenting many videos about the compulsory English, the courses of the compulsory English. So, before that, I have completed Unit 1 or the process of writing. So, in Unit 2, I'm going to deal patterns of writing. And before dealing about the patterns of writing, I want to tell you the stages of writing. What are the stages of writing that I have already dealt? Just I want to go with the overview of that, and then I want to tell you the structure of an essay also. So what are they as a whole? So before going to deep into the chapter or the story or the courses, first of all I want to tell you something about this all. So before going to deep into the text, I want to give you an overview of the courses. Therefore, that will be very easy to understand. So let's begin today. So overview of pattern of writing. So today's main topic is that, but I have presented here stages of writing also, patterns of writing also, and structure of an essay also as a whole here, because students don't understand this all as a whole. So when, if a question is asked to you, then you need to have some subject matter, you need to have some content, you need to have some knowledge about the topic. So what do you do? So you do something to get the content, you do something to, you need to get some sources, you need to get some knowledge, you need to get some informations. So what do? You read some books, you go to the library, or you surf around the internet. So that means you study, and this is the first stage of writing. So reading can be the first stage of writing, because you need to accumulate the sources, you need to accumulate the knowledge, you need to gather the knowledge around the topic. Therefore reading can be the first stage of writing. So after that, in the second stage, you do inventions. Invention means writing something on that topic. So while you are writing, you find something more about that, and you need to know that what you know and then what you need to know more. So that's you do in inventions. And arrangement, in arrangement, the things or the subject matters, the content that you have got studied, that you need to arrange them in order. So you need to arrange them in order in the third stage. So you need to find out the patterns of writing at this stage also. So if you are asked something like that, let's say, or let's say the question is, describe the worst job you have ever had. Describe the worst job you have ever had. So if you are asked these questions, you need to write the essay in narrative patterns, because you are going to narrate the events. You are going to narrate the events. You have to remember the past, and then to write something about the past, you need to know something about the history. You need to study letters, biographies, diaries, journals, and something like that. And then you need to use fast structures and fast adverbials, just like in 1990, 1991. So past events you need to include, let's say 3 years before, 2 weeks ago, and that day. And also for the transitional words, you need to use transitional words just like like, first, second, then, finally, next, later, meanwhile, soon, afterwards, at the same time, and etc. So at the stage of arrangement you need to know about the patterns of writing. So if these questions are asked, that needs narrative pattern of writing, because you need to remember the past, you need to narrate the past events. So that is narrative pattern of writing. So if you're asked, just like describe the place that you like must. So if this question is asked, then you need to describe something. So while describing, you need to describe just like characters of a person. You need to describe physical characteristics of a person or place or things. And then uh, while describing you need to use some transitional words such as above, adjacent to, at the bottom, at the top, behind, below, beyond, in front of, in the middle, over, under, and etc. So these things we are going to read in detail in patterns of writing, but just I'm going to tell you some overview over about the patterns of writing and stage of writing and structure of an essay. What are they? So I'm going to deal that right now. And then what happens, in drafting and revising, you write one time, two time, and more time. Up to that time you are not satisfied at. So up to the last stage, editing and proofreading, you need to check spelling, grammar, format, and etc. So after that, the essay you have written will be publishable. So these are the stages of writing. Around the stage of writing, at third stage you find the patterns of writing. And then the structure of an essay, you need to know about the structure of an essay also. When? During the stage of writing. At the third stage, or let's say second or third stage, invention or in arrangement, you need to know about the structure of the essay. So you know that the structure of the essay is introduction, body paragraphs, and the conclusion. So in introduction you need to put their subject matter that you are going to write, and then you have to make an attractions for your essay. And then in the introduction paragraph you need to write thesis statement also. This is the important things. And in the body paragraphs, there will be two or three body paragraphs or maybe more. There is no rigorous rules that you must have two paragraphs, three paragraphs. There may be many paragraphs also. And also I tell you that in introductions there may be one paragraph, but nowadays like people write two or three paragraphs introductions. So that's the difference, because it's the it's the branches of literature. Therefore there is no rigorous rules that you need to have one paragraph introductions. So there may be many paragraphs, and then thesis statements can be in two or second or third paragraphs. And you have to write body paragraphs. There will be two or three or four body paragraphs. And then in the body paragraphs, each and every paragraphs, there will be one topic sentence. What is the topic sentence? Topic sentence is the main sentence, or topic sentence is the important sentence, or the main sentence that is is related with the thesis statement. Topic sentence is related with the thesis statement. Topic sentence is generated on the basis of the thesis statement. Thesis statement is the main statement, main structure, main sentence. On the basis of thesis statement, you will write the topic sentence in the body paragraph, and then you have to prove topic sentences. You have to support with other sentences to the topic sentences. You need to write in detail. You have to write some sentences that suppose the topic sentences, and then topic sentences justify the thesis statement. So every paragraph or each paragraph will be the same. There will be one topic sentences, means to say main sentences, and that you have to justify with other supporting details, and each and every topic sentences justify the thesis statement. So this is the logical sequence of the structure of the essay, and then you need to write at last the conclusion, and conclusion always reflects the introduction and body paragraphs. The conclusion reflects the whole you know structure of the essay. So these are the overview of writing.